The streets of Beirut trembled on Friday afternoon from the impact of an Israeli airstrike that shook the city to its core. The target was a Hezbollah stronghold located in the southern suburbs of the Lebanese capital, a known hub for the militant group. 14 confirmed dead, including Ibrahim Akil, a high-ranking commander of Hezbollah's elite Radwan force, known for his strategic prowess. The Israeli Defense Forces claimed responsibility for the strike, stating the targets were actively plotting attacks against Israel's northern territories. Witnesses described scenes of chaos and destruction, with buildings reduced to rubble and smoke filling the air. The multi-story building was reduced to rubble in seconds, leaving a trail of devastation. Rescue workers raced against time to pull survivors from the wreckage, working tirelessly amidst the debris. The Lebanese Health Ministry reported 66 injured, with numbers expected to rise as more victims are found and treated. The death of Ibrahim Akil is no ordinary casualty in the ongoing and deeply entrenched conflict between Israel and Hezbollah. Akil was a key figure in Hezbollah's military apparatus and a trusted lieutenant of Hassan Nasrallah, the group's leader. The United States had placed a $7 million bounty on his head for his alleged role in the 1983 bombing of the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, a devastating attack that killed 63 people. His elimination is a significant blow to Hezbollah's operational capacity, potentially disrupting their strategic plans. Hezbollah has vowed revenge for the killing of its commander, promising a response that could further inflame tensions. The group, which holds considerable political and military influence in Lebanon, is under immense pressure to respond forcefully to this provocation. The killing of Akil represents a dangerous escalation in the conflict, raising fears of a broader confrontation. It highlights the fragility of the uneasy peace that has held for the past several years and the potential for renewed violence. The deadly airstrike that claimed the life of Ibrahim Akil was not an isolated incident. It followed a series of daring attacks and counterattacks pushing Israel and Hezbollah closer to all-out war. The chain of events began with mysterious explosions targeting Hezbollah's communication network in Beirut and southern Lebanon. The explosions killed at least 37 people, including civilians. Israel, while not officially acknowledging its role, expressed satisfaction at the disruption caused to Hezbollah's operations. The escalating violence is part of a broader pattern of tit-for-tat strikes, threatening to spiral out of control. The international community reacted with condemnation and alarm to the escalating violence. The United Nations Security Council convened an emergency session, urging both sides to exercise restraint. UN Human Rights Chief Volker Turk emphasized the need for an independent investigation into civilian casualties. The Security Council meeting quickly descended into acrimony, with Lebanon and Israel trading accusations. Lebanese Foreign Minister Abdallah Bou Habib called on the council to condemn Israel's actions. Israeli Ambassador Danny Danon insisted Israel had a right to defend itself against aggression. As diplomats traded barbs, the people of Beirut found themselves caught in the crossfire. The recent violence shattered the illusion of normalcy, replacing it with fear and uncertainty. The targeting of civilian areas has prompted many residents to flee their homes. Images of destroyed buildings and frantic rescue workers have become all too familiar. The streets are now eerily quiet, save for military vehicles. The international community has pledged humanitarian aid, but the situation remains precarious. The killing of Ibrahim Akil and the subsequent escalation of violence have sent shockwaves throughout the region, causing widespread fear and uncertainty among the local populations. The Middle East, already a tinderbox of geopolitical tensions, can ill afford another major conflict. The fragile peace is constantly under threat from various factions and external influences. The Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains unresolved, with tensions high in the occupied territories. Daily life is marred by violence and uncertainty, affecting countless lives. The Syrian civil war continues to fuel instability and sectarianism. The humanitarian crisis has displaced millions, creating a ripple effect across neighboring countries. Iran, which supports Hezbollah, condemned the Israeli airstrike and vowed to stand by its allies. This has further complicated the already volatile situation. Saudi Arabia, suspicious of Iran's influence, has been vocal in its support for Israel. This alignment has shifted regional alliances and heightened tensions. The risk of miscalculation is high, with devastating consequences. Any small spark could ignite a larger conflict, drawing in multiple nations. The international community must use all its diplomatic leverage to de-escalate the situation. Efforts towards peace and stability are more crucial now than ever before.